Hiya, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back with you. Yeah, I've taken a couple of days off to try to get a little bit of reading caught up around here, and that's reading and weeding. So that's what I've been doing. And it's time to put our garden to bed for the season. We planted, I think, 24 or 26 tomato plants, a couple of pepper plants, jalapenos, and lettuce, and all that kind of stuff as well. And we ended up with, I think, 15 quarts of tomatoes cut up and canned. And I think we got 7 or 8 quarts of squash, which were all volunteers. They ended up somehow in the compost pile, and when I mixed in the compost in the uh, raised beds here, they just took off like crazy. So we have got squash coming out our ears, and I'm not a real big fan of squash, but a couple of times a year for Thanksgiving dinner or maybe Christmas dinner or something like that, I can tolerate squash. So that's what we're going to do today. Is I'm going to start tearing these um, tomato plants and all the extra weeds and stuff that are out of here. There's still a couple of green tomatoes on here, mostly Romas, that we're going to try to nurture to ripeness over the next couple of weeks or so. Today's the 20th of August, and I'll probably get this video up either later today or first thing tomorrow morning. And I think there's some stuff that I want to talk about having a garden. So stick around. As I said in the intro, I um, we garden because we enjoy doing it. It's certainly not our primary source of food, but the tomatoes and the peppers and the lettuce and cucumbers and things that we get, beets and things that we get out of our garden, and beans too. We did can up a few cans of green beans as well, and it's not our primary source for uh, our foodstuffs. We have to augment what we can grow in the garden with regular groceries, just like everybody else in the world does, or at least here in the United States. And um, we've augmented that with freeze dried foods and canned goods that we pick up here and there. And number 10 cans full of freeze dried uh, beans and rice and all kinds of stuff that we have used to build our prepper inventory. So the garden is not our primary source of food, but it's important and it serves a couple of really interesting purposes. It keeps us busy. We've been retired now for 10 years, going on 11. And it keeps us grounded. It keeps us with something meaningful to do. And we can certainly augment our regular groceries with what we produce in our garden. And it keeps me busy, keeping up with the weeding and the planting and all that. My wife's got the green thumb. I've got the sweaty old back that gets out there and does all the hard work and builds the raised bed garden enclosures and mows and all that kind of stuff. But she's got the green thumb, and she's the one that knows when and how to plant stuff and how deep to put the seeds and all that. And over the last couple of weeks or so, we've been taking some of the tomatoes that we didn't can up, and making tomato salads and using them to dress up a regular green salad for dinner and things like that. And we've been saving seeds. And we've got a couple of new varieties that we experimented with this year. Romas, which is one of the ones that we use pretty much every year to make salsa from. It's really, really good stuff. The best tomato um, variety, I think, for making salsa. And um, so we've been saving seeds from the Romas. We've got a variety called mortgage lifters, and there's big boys and better boys and things like that. So we have been harvesting some of the seeds so that we don't have to continue to buy them. And my wife just put um, a couple of packets together of the tomato seeds so that we can be ready for planting for next year. But the garden really does some wonderful things for us. It keeps us busy, keeps us off the streets at night, and we just enjoy spending our time out here in the garden. And this is one of the saddest days that we've got to begin to tear things down and start putting things away, getting ready for winter, getting the beds covered. Can't do that until the leaves start falling, but we've got maybe 4 more weeks or so, and then the leaves will start falling, and we'll cover the beds with the fallen leaves from our trees around here, and just let it hibernate for the winter, mixing up our compost, keeping that going so that we can augment our um, soil for next year. And I think every every person that thinks they're a prepper, that every person that's devoted to be a prepper should have a garden. And now I know that some folks don't have the room, they don't have the square footage, but you can do an awful lot with just pots on your front porch or on your back deck or just along the side of your house. We put all our cherry tomatoes in pots, and they're up on the deck. And we just go out and pick a couple of cherry tomatoes and enjoy them. So you can do it without having a big investment in land. I think it's a well worthwhile venture to be to learn about gardening, to learn about what's going on. And I think those kind of skills are going to be absolutely necessary in the future. And we're going to continue to expand our square footage in our garden so that we can continue to grow the foods to augment our preparedness. So, this is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.